To your top. To your top. To your top. Bouncing, baby. Bouncing, baby.
Hey guys, it's Tia, and today who am I here with?
Janel.
Yes, you know what? I love your name.
Thank you.
Yes, but you want to know why?
Why?
Okay, you're never gonna believe this, but my government name is Janella.
What?
Yeah, the name that my mom gave me was Janella. Tia is a nickname.
But where did Tia come from?
So I had a friend that called me Gia growing up, and
Just cause?
Yeah, just cause. And then one day I was just I'm just gonna switch the G to a T and become Tia.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what happened.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Janella?
Yeah, Janella
like
is
that.
my full name.
That's pretty.
Thank you. But Janelle is also beautiful.
Aww.
Yeah, so she's here. So tell the people, what do you do?
So I am a full-time singer, songwriter, pianist, and performer.
Wow. So growing up, did you study music? You went to school for music?
So yeah, I went to college for jazz vocal performance and music business technology.
Okay.
I am a choir kid, so I've been in choir since I was in third grade, 6 or 7 years old. So I have been vocally trained since I think I started seriously getting vocally trained when I was 10. So from 10 till 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a long time.
Yeah, so that's why I feel really old sometimes. And if people see me perform, they're like, wow, you're so professional. And they think I'm, not because I look old, but they think I'm older than I am.
Yeah.
But I'm only 24, but I've just been doing this literally my whole life. I started out as a dancer at 3 years old, so I've just been on stage since I could walk.
So you're very comfortable with being on stage.
Yeah, I love it.
Dang. So now, with your performances, do you incorporate dance too?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. And when dancers see me, they're like, oh.
Yeah. So so right now you're pursuing a solo career?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So have you ever done any background stuff for any big artists or anything like that?
I mean, I did some background work here and there, not for anyone big, just local Philly artists sometimes. I remember there was a 2021 there was a festival in Atlantic City called Agenda Fest.
Okay.
And so I had an internship at Breed Studios in North Philly, and one of the artists who were signed there got booked to perform at the festival, so I just did backgrounds for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been open to doing backgrounds just as a way to get your foot in. I know a lot of big artists have done it before, to be seen, but I don't know, it's just I'd even audition one time for Adam Blackstone, who he's the band that performs for Ariana Grande, Justin Timberlake, all of them on tour for the Grammys, and he'd held an audition in Philly at my college that I was at, and he thought I was great, but he was you're a solo artist. He even said it. He was it's not that you can't blend, but he was your voice is a solo voice.
Oh, wow.
And so I was so it's just backgrounds never worked out. And it's not I can't blend with people. I've been in choir my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But I just realized I'm supposed to be a solo artist.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So with all of this, pursuing your career full-time, wow. So has there ever been a time where you had to get a regular job, a 9 to 5?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2021, I was working 3 jobs. So I was working retail in the morning. I would wake up at 6 a.m., go to work retail in the morning. Then, so this is my schedule every day. I would do 6 to noon retail. I would go to meet with my personal trainer from noon to 2. Then I would go to the studio. And then I would do DoorDash at night. And then I sing and play piano at casinos in Philly and across the East Coast.
Wow.
So I was just working so many jobs.
Yeah. Did you feel burnt out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I had to quit playing for the casino and all that. Yes, it was nice money, but it just like wasn't getting me any kind of like good exposure. I was just performing for like the same people over and over again.
Right.
Who, yeah, they tip me, and I know everybody needs to make a living, but like I wasn't getting seen by anyone because like there's a certain type of person who just goes to the casino all the time.
Right.
So I was just exhausted. I was just trying to do everything to be seen, but then I realized I was like, not every single stage is my stage. Not every single opportunity is an opportunity that I need to be at. Like, I'm always prepared, but something, like, what's meant for me is for me. So
Yeah.
I just, like, I'm no stranger to working hard, but I know I have to put myself first, and just seeing the way that music is working out for me and, like, selling tickets and how it's working out, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this full time.
Yeah. So when you're like preparing for a show, like what do you do to get ready for it?
Um, Regardless how much time I have, I always rehearse. So I don't have to prepare much, like, when I find out a show is coming, because I sing every day. I sing 4 hours a day every single day.
What?
Yeah, so, like, I'm always ready.
Like, you designate a time in your schedule to sing for 4 hours straight, or is it just like throughout the day?
No, it's 4 hours straight. I have a live setup in my basement, and I sing every single day.
Wow.
So that's why I can sing, like, a 2 hour show, and that's nothing. But I sing every single day.
Wow.
Because your chords are a muscle.
So you have to use them.
If you don't use them, it's like working out. It's like you don't work out for a year, and then you wake up one day and go super hard in the gym, and you can't move. Like, that's why people's voices get sore if they never sing and they say just, I want to be a singer.
Right.
I'm like, you have to practice.
Okay. So with like your setup you said in your basement? How long did it take you to like get all of your equipment and all of that?
Well, I really finessed it during quarantine because I went to University of the Arts in Center City, Philly. I graduated 2020, and so, like, that's when the pandemic hit. So I had to come home 3.5 months early and just finish school back there. And so they were reaching out to people asking, because I had a music production class, and I depended on the studios that the school provided.
Right.
Because I didn't own that equipment. So I really finessed it, and I was just like, hey, like, I cannot go to my classes and do my classes because I don't have the proper equipment. And so they got me the equipment that I needed to pass class, and I also, like, snuck in some equipment for myself.
Right.
So I snuck in, like, my live vocal mic, my cords, like, I have, like, a floor monitor, which they don't know the difference, but, like, I told them I needed it for class, and so they just bought it for me and sent it to my house.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I didn't have to pay for anything, and I just finessed it all, and I have that set up in my basement. Like, I don't need a ton. I have a music stand, everything, but, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of curious, like, what is it like going to, like, an arts, like, school?
So, to me, it was very normal because I've always been this way. Like, I sing no matter what. My brothers always tell me to shut up. Like, I'm always singing, I'm always dancing, doing something. And then I remember my freshman year, my older brother, he went to Temple in Philly, and he came to visit me in my dining hall. And he walked in, and have you ever seen Victorious? He said, you literally go to Hollywood Arts. He was like, there's people doing ballet in the fucking dining hall.
Wow.
So, from an outside point of view, apparently it's like going to Hollywood Arts.
Okay.
Like, it's a full-time art school. And the cool thing about my school was you can mix majors.
Okay.
So you know how you go to certain schools and, like, if you're a jazz major, you can't take classes from other people's majors. I took house hip hop, I took dance classes, I took certain courses, I took photography courses, I took graphic design courses, as well as, like, certain electives. Like, I got to mix disciplinaries.
Okay.
So it was really cool. I became, like, really well-rounded by going to school like that.
So, like, your end degree was what?
So I graduated with a bachelor's of science in music tech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, I technically could get hired at like a studio to work as an engineer. So I had an internship in Wall Street at Engine Room Audio, and I was working front desk and a studio assistant at Lounge Studios in Midtown.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can, like, work in any studio.
Wow. A studio girl.
Thanks.
But that's cool. That,
Like, you don't see women engineers a lot.
Yeah. Well, I've actually, like, since starting the show, I've met, like, a few.
Yeah.
But there is not that many.
Actually employed at, like, studios, especially in New York.
Yeah.
Actually being employed as an engineer at a studio, you don't see women.
Yeah.
You only see men.
Yeah.
And it's super intimidating, too. Like, you have to think about the fact that, like, you could have a room full of, like, rappers who book you and come in, and they will literally not take you seriously and just try to fuck you.
Wow.
And, like, you can't even do your job.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I want to know too, like with like your schooling and stuff. So I always wanted to know like what were like the assignments and like what was like your favorite class?
So I'd audition. I got into UArts as a voice major, as a singer,
Okay.
and the middle of my sophomore year, I transferred and switched to music business.
Okay.
But I still kept like my performance and voice at the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I wasn't being challenged a lot in the voice department because I realized like I didn't have to really like study for things, and so I wasn't being challenged, and
Okay.
that really annoyed me.
Okay.
And so I'd spend all my time in studios. The dean was just like, you might as well just switch majors. You're in here more than my own like kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I did, but when I was a voice major, you have assignments like musicianship class. Do you know what solfege is?
No, what is that?
You know, like do, re, mi, fa, sol.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
that's called solfege.
Okay.
And so we had to learn like the hand signs and how to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
To basically like train and control our voices. I had to take jazz piano, so I had to take piano courses. I was in certain ensembles. I was in like hip hop ensemble. I was in jazz trio ensemble. So it'd be like me, a bassist and a guitarist. We would have to like put on shows. And then when I switched to music business, the best class I ever took it's called Business of Music.
Mm-hmm.
And it was ran by this guy named Aaron Levinson. He's like a Grammy Award winning Latin like producer.
Okay.
And that class just opened my eyes to so much. Like I got to read contracts and just like be my own manager if need be.
Okay.
And so I learned a lot about the business that I thought like things that I thought were never interesting or that I never wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
I was forced to know, and it was just really interesting. It opened my eyes to a lot of things that artists may overlook. And then they get like effed over in deals, and then they're like, I deserve my money. It's like, no, you don't, because you signed this.
Right.
And it's actually true. Like, you don't deserve anything because you actually signed this. So I got to read like American Idol contracts and know about ins and outs of music, how like the Swedish like overtook the pop music genre in America. Just like things I never thought would matter to me.
Yeah.
I learned in that class, and it really stuck with me.
Wow. So how are you able to like apply those things and like, in your life today?
I think first would be a manager. Like I told you, I'm meeting my manager for the first time tonight at my show. We met virtually last month.
Who's the manager?
A mutual friend. So I'm not gonna say his name, but there's an artist out of Philly named Riley Lanes. She's an R&B artist. Have you heard of her?
No.
She's actually like pretty poppin'. I think she just got signed to Columbia, but like he developed her and managed her for 2 years, and in 2 years got her signed to a major label, and so essentially he's interested in me now. And I've been waiting for someone who can do something more for me that I can't do for myself. Because even though I'm small scale, I can book my own shows. I can sell my own tickets. I can put together shows. Like, I don't enjoy it, but I can do it because I have to. And being in that music and business course helped me weed out people who were just looking at me as an opportunity and just that. Like, I know everything is transactional. Like, you help me, I help you. But I get reached out to a lot by people who want to manage me because they just see dollar signs. Because I can write, I can play piano, I can sing, I can produce all this stuff and perform. And so they just want to feed off of me.
Okay.
But like it's not like a mutual care.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why I've gone so long without having a manager until recently. So it helped me weed through a lot of fake people. It's helped me negotiate contracts. Like someone could present you with an opportunity to get on stage and it sounds so amazing. And then deep in the contract, it says like first 30 ticket sales, like go to the house. And then like after that, you get 30% of all ticket sales, which is literally nothing. It's like dimes. And if it's your first time performing in a city, what if you can only sell 30 tickets? And you travel all that way and you get nothing. And so a lot of people will just sign stuff and just do stuff and go broke just for an opportunity.
Right.
But that's what I mean. Like, not every opportunity is your opportunity.
Yeah.
So it helped me weed through a lot of fake stuff and just open my eyes to things that only managers know.
Okay. So with like, we spoke earlier about how you were in California. So we spoke earlier about how you went to California and you were participating in like a writers camp.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about that experience and like how did that go?
So, there's this non-exclusive label that I'm part of. It helps with like my music distribution, just meeting like-minded creatives when I was first starting out. It's called Hard Drive, and this artist and entrepreneur named Mickey Shiloh, she founded the entire thing. She lives on Cali, and so I found it, and I realized they were holding a writers camp, and they had like all these big name producers coming, basically, and holding like a seminar at one of the days of the camp, and so. Like Tommy Brown, Tommy Parker. Like Tommy Parker has worked with like Janet Jackson on our records. Tommy Brown has basically written and vocal arranged all of Ariana Grande's songs.
Oh wow!
So I was like, I need to be in that room. I need to like show people my music, and but I had no money. Like just to be a part of the camp itself for a week was like almost $2,000.
Wow.
And then I had to pay my way there, buy an Airbnb, have money for food, for Ubers, travel, everything. And so, but I told myself, I was like, I'm going. Like, that's it. I have to be there. Like, something called me to it. And so I just posted like a GoFundMe. And in 2 days, I made over what I needed to make.
What?
Like, I literally made $2,300 in 2 days. And I didn't think that people were going to like donate.
Yeah.
And so it just... like, I got to go. Like, it was literally 2 weeks left to, like, sign up for the thing.
Yeah.
And it'd been up for, like, months. And so I made the money in 2 days, and I just, like, booked everything immediately.
Dang.
So I went,
amazing.
and I showed them my songs. I made connections. And Mickey Shiloh is, like, an incredible songwriter. My favorite producer, Roddy Jerkins, Dark Child, like, produced, like, Destiny's Child hits, Lady Gaga, everything. He's so big. And she got signed to him at like 15. She is just like crazy, super talented. So like I met her, formed a good relationship with her, and it was just my first time really like trusting in myself to just go somewhere and do it for the sake of the fact that like I know I'm good enough.
Right.
And at the end of my stay there, I extended my stay 2 days because I spent the next 2 days. I was like, I'm not going back to Philly. I was like, I need to go to New York. I was like, LA not be made before me, but like I was like, I need to go somewhere that like I can meet people. So I called every freaking major studio in New York that was left, and I was like, are you looking for front desk? Are you looking for a studio assistant? Something. And then finally, Lounge Studios in Midtown got back to me, and 2 weeks after I came back, I moved to Jersey City.
Wow.
And so I was like here for 9 months and just working in Midtown, making connections with people. And like people in their management, and then just like proving to myself that like I can handle myself. And so working at that studio and kind of like running it myself, I subconsciously started using everything I learned from school, like things I never thought would matter to me.
Right.
It just like came out.
Wow. I see. That's what I like to hear, that like the stuff that you learned in school actually helped you. Because I'm like, I don't know if the stuff that I learned like really is applicable to my life right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, in some ways, yes. But
Yes.
I feel like my college experience was more, it showed me mental toughness.
That too. That too. But I was surprised that like I retained all this information, and it just came out, and I was like, wow. Like I learned how to conduct myself in a room full of just like toxic masculine men, just a bunch of like the whole industry is rooted in just like toxic masculinity. And so there's so many times where I've been alone, no security, and just like felt like unsafe, and I had to like put on a face and just like stand up for myself in the face even when no one else is around. So I really learned a lot of skills quickly,
Right.
by working at that studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so with you like working in that environment, I'm sure like you had people like try to approach you and like do like some like advances and were interested in dating or whatever their interests were. But like, could you see yourself like being with another artist or someone working in the entertainment industry?
So all I've ever did until recently, like my boyfriend now, he is like an amateur photographer, but he's just not in the music industry.
Okay.
And it's so refreshing. It is so nice because my entire life, all I've dated is just like drummers. It's just
wow.
it's just like a thing. I don't know what it is with like singers and
Yeah.
drummers. It's just like a thing where I could like meet a guy and not know anything about him, and he just happens to be a drummer. Like I'm just interested in him, and then I
Yeah.
find out that he's a drummer, and I'm like, what the like they're the worst.
Wow.
But all I've ever dated is musicians or producers or engineers because it's all I'm surrounded by, like day and night. And
it didn't work.
No,
it never worked.
It'll never. It literally never works. There's always from either side some kind of jealousy, animosity. There's not enough time to spend with the person. But the thing I've always noticed is that regardless if the woman is like the engineer, the singer, or whatever, she will always make time. It's the man will just like really never make the time.
Yeah.
Like there's no excuse for no time. There's no excuse. There's FaceTime, whatever. Like there's no excuse. So it's just been so refreshing to be with someone who's not in the industry, and like for the first time it feels like it could work out, because I've never felt like it could. It's always been like walking on eggshells, or just feel like I'm in a vortex and everything's moving too fast. Yeah, because I've dated like actors too. It's nuts. I'd rather not date my industry.
That's interesting. I like that point of view. Okay, so now we'll like switch it up.
Okay,
are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I could just
wait. I'm not ready. Wait. Okay. Go.
Okay, so you probably have heard of like this game like Smash or Pass.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So we're about to play that game.
Okay.
So we'll find out like your type or whatnot. Okay, so I'll name like a celebrity, and you'll either say Smash or Pass, and then you can say why.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
Okay. Drake.
What year though?
Current.
No.
Current
pass.
Drake. Pass.
Big pass.
What about Zayn?
Malik?
Yes.
Smash.
Me too. I was so Smash Zayn.
No, Smash.
Like even when he was in the group.
When he was in the group, he was beautiful.
He was like ideal.
No, he was beautiful. Zayn's gorgeous. Smash.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
My boyfriend's gonna be mad at this. I love you.
I'm trying to think who else. Oh my gosh. Do you know who Little Mish is?
Little Mish? No, I don't.
Do you watch Power or BMF or any of those 50 Cent Universe shows?
No, because my ex was.
Oh my god, the T! Your ex was on which one?
Was on Raising Kanan.
He was on Raising Kanan?
He is on Raising Kanan.
Is he? Who is he?
Oh my god! I can't say it. I can tell you, I can't say it.
Okay, off camera.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Who is it? Which character?
He's like the worst. Oh, shit. Can you like bleep it out, or is it gonna go?
Yeah, I can bleep it out. Okay. Actually, let's just wait. We'll tell me at the end.
Okay, alright, yeah. But he's
no, wait, actually, I need to know. You have to tell me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wow, okay. Yes, I do know that character.
Yeah, I met him at the studio.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's next person.
Okay.
A Future.
Pass.
I feel like I would go on a date with Future.
No, I wouldn't. I would like meet him in the studio, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like anything romantic, I would no. I already know what kind of person that man is. So I'm not saying that like you can't be a good person, but I'd rather just be colleagues.
Mm-hmm. Michael B. Jordan.
Pass.
Oh, I love him.
He's attractive, but I'm sorry he's corny.
No, do not take that back. Michael B. Jordan, I'm your biggest fan.
I'm sorry. Just, I think he's a little corny.
No, he's so adorable.
He's attractive, but I think he's a little corny.
Okay. Let's see. Next person. Who do we have? My mind. Oh my gosh. Oh, do you have anyone?
Smash.
Or say a name.
Kehlani.
Okay. This is a good one actually because she's I don't really know like too much about her, but like all my friends are obsessed.
I love her. I'll give her everything.
Really?
Yes, I love her so much. And and I'm not even bi, but she's just like, it is rare that I find like a woman and I feel attracted to her.
Okay.
But like Kehlani, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She is, yeah. It's like,
no, honestly,
it's like the perfect balance of like masculine and feminine. I'm just like, she is gorgeous.
You know who's the perfect balance? Scratch Kehlani or
who?
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, she's hot.
I would so date Tiana Taylor.
She's hot. Like, no, she's sexy.
Actually, I would be the unicorn in their little relationship.
She's sexy. You know who else is? Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Keke Palmer.
Yeah,
like after that pregnancy, Keke,
no,
you look so good. Like body is body and face is face. Like
no.
Oh my god,
titties,
10s across the board.
No, she's gorgeous. I think women are so beautiful.
Oh my god, who else is like looking real good lately?
A woman, I'm trying to think.
Oh, I love Ice Spice. Are you a fan of Ice Spice?
I love Ice Spice.
Okay, good.
I am a fan, like a big fan.
Because the last person I had here was like, nah, not Ice Spice.
No, I'm a big fan. My boyfriend is a big fan. I love Ice Spice.
Yeah, like I've honestly had a discussion with somebody that was like, I don't think she's attractive, and I was like, what?
Are you blind?
I was like, there's no way. Like, she's so beautiful.
But not even that. I just love her personality. She's such a girl's girl. Like, I love her so much. I just like want to hang out with her.
Yeah,
like
I love
she's so fun. Her music is fun. Like, she's fun. I love her.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to think. Who else do I like?
I love Ice Spice.
Do you like Coi Leray?
Coi Leray? I don't like her music. She's cute.
Yeah. Are you a Barb?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Excuse me.
I just wanted to make sure you were a Barb. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Some people.
No, I absolutely am.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish I could go to her concert, to be honest.
I'm gonna find a way to sneak in.
Like, even if I'm just, like, in the parking lot just hanging, I feel like I might
like,
do
on a
that.
big screen. Like, if they showed it outside on a big screen, I would stay in the parking lot.
I feel like they might do that.
That would be lovely. They could sell tickets. Bro, they could get easy $100 off of everybody and just stay in the parking lot. That'd be so fun.
Yes.
I would do it.
Yeah, I definitely am gonna go like to a Renaissance party. Last summer was like the best summer because they were just bumping her album.
I know.
Like every party I went to, it was just like.
Have you seen the tour videos? The clips?
Yes, I've been watching the clips. Yep.
She looks so good.
She looks amazing. All the people voguing, Honey Balenciaga.
I was about to say that they have Honey Balenciaga, Jonte is on there. I'm just like, but it's like OG people, like actual voguers.
Yeah, ballroom.
Like she really did her research. When I saw Honey Balenciaga on there, I was like,
yeah. And Honey looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's always killing. They're always killing it. So with the outfits and stuff. I actually had the opportunity. I interviewed them.
Really?
Yeah. So I went to a ball, like.
Where at? Was it OTA?
No, I didn't go to OTA. It was like, so OTA is like the mini version.
Of what?
Of like the ballroom scene. It's called like the Kiki scene.
You know, there's a huge ballroom scene in Philly.
I know.
Like humongous.
They go.
I love, what's her name? Riley. She's such a good voguer. Like femme queen. What is Riley Prodigy?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you have to see her. She's incredible. But there's a huge, like House of Versace.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge ballroom scene in Philly.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't been to any balls in Philly, but I went to one, like a massive one, and I don't know where in Manhattan where they rented this like venue out. It was, but it was the Latex Ball, and I was outside like doing interviews with all of, like the people that were on Legendary, and like I talked to Honey Balenciaga. It was crazy. Like, I was just, like, in the mix. And, like, I had dressed up. I had got, like, my friend is a stylist.
Yeah.
And since it was called the Latex Ball, I was like, oh, like, maybe I should have, like, a latex outfit. Mm-hmm. So my friend put me, like, in this, like, Superwoman, like, latex outfit. Yeah. And I was wearing, like, these knee-high red boots. And I was given, like, Wonder Woman.
Okay. You should.
But, yes, I love, like, being a spectator in the ballroom scene, just like going to the balls and stuff and like cheering for everybody. It's so fun. Like, you went to OTA?
I've gone once. You know, also I performed at House of Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in Bushwick. I performed. They they hosted like Bushwick's Got Talent, and I've never heard of House of Yes or anything, because like I'm not from New York,
right? And
so I told my friends performing there, and he was like, Janel, that's a big deal. And I was like, what? I walked in, I was like, this is like a mini Studio 54, like things hanging from the ceiling, and I get on stage and there's like the tea, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
wow.
I didn't know what it was like, but I was like, if this is people's first time hearing me, I want to do an original song. So I did, and I got up there, I got dressed up, and I got like almost a perfect score.
Wow.
I got 3 9s, and I was just like, people were like throwing money on the stage, and I remember like as soon as I got called up to get my scores, I bent down to like pick up $1. They were like, superstar never picks up her money, and they got like a slave to get on the stage in her assless chaps and just pick up all my money. And I was like, wait, I could get used to this. It was so fun. It was like so fun.
Yeah. You should also reach out to see if you go perform at OTA.
I would literally kill.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I would kill. I love DAs. Like, yeah. I'm so serious.
No, you should definitely reach out. I know the guy who owns, his name is Lego.
Please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool for you. Yeah, I feel like
oh my God.
Could probably, I'll send you his info.
Please.
On Instagram, and then we'll get you on that stage.
Yay! I would love that.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember too, like when I first moved to New York, like the first like club I ever like went to was House of Yes.
It was?
Yeah.
Isn't it cool inside?
It was cool. And like I didn't really at the time, like I wasn't really into like the gay scene until like recently. Like I'm really like deep into it now, but like when I first went to House of Yes, I was like, oh my God, like this shit is so amazing. Like,
no, I was literally like starstruck, and when I walked in for sound check and I saw like the tea of the stage, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna act a fool. Like I saw that and I was like, no, I'm going to use this whole stage. I was so ready.
Yeah. And like just like vibing out and like partying and dancing all night, like I was like, yo, I have to come back. But ever since when I first moved here, I haven't been there in a really long time.
You should go back.
Yeah, I definitely need to go hit up House of Yes and like have a night. Yeah. So are there any places in New York that like, do you club? Do you go clubbing?
You know, I've only been to a couple clubs in my whole life.
In the city?
Just period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I had a show in Philly Saturday night, and after that we went to this club. It was called so it was held in like this warehouse. It was called International Bounce. It's like this huge Caribbean African soca party.
Oh,
and it was like, oh my gosh, it was hot and it was steamy and my hands were on the floor and it was so fun.
Oh, I like the way that sounds. Like that's the type of party I like when you're just like dancing all night and just having a good time. Like
it was so fun. Every single person in that party was dancing. It was so fun.
I only want to go to parties where like you dancing. Like I hate the clubs where like it's like everyone's in a section and like there's bottles.
First off, I literally can't even afford a section. Like I'm sorry, if a club to me is everybody dancing, getting drinks, having fun. That's it. Like I'm not going to put on an image and just show off like show up and show off my fit and stand on a wall. Like for all that, I could have just gone to dinner.
Yeah, that is true.
I think that's why, because like a lot of the clubs that maybe my friends have gone to, like I was just like, I'm not interested. I have to like find something I really like.
Yeah. What was it, like 2 weekends ago? I went to like this place, the Harbor. Okay. And it's like by the water in like Midtown, and like it was
Midtown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like on around the 30s, but like towards the water. Okay. So
like past Hell's Kitchen. Okay.
And so, I was there, and so I had went there twice. The first time it was like that vibe where it was just like sections and like rappers and like all the girls smoking hookah. Everyone has their body done and like nobody's dancing. Everyone's just like in the section trying to like
impress each other.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is not fun.
No, it gives you anxiety because it feels like you have to just put on this image.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah, I don't like that scene.
That is not mine.
Yeah, and then the second time I went, it was for this event called Boozy Brunch. And it was still kind of like the similar thing, and I had to pay to get into a section. So all of me and my friends, we had to like, the section was $1,000.
And you had to split?
Yeah, we all split it.
How many of y'all was
we had like 8 people, but like it's still like...
That's a lot of money. Just to sit somewhere?
Just to sit in the section.
Please. No.
And I was like, I don't know. See, and that's why I don't like going to those like types of parties. I'm like, I'd rather just go to like an event where I don't have to wear like heels and I could just like wear like whatever shoes I want and just dance all night.
Literally, I had on my Converse. I had a cute little dress on. My face was beat, and I was like just having a good time.
Yeah. So if you're ever in New York, you have to find like your scene and your vibe, and
I know.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I want to start going out more, especially this summer.
Yeah, you should come with me to Levain this summer. It's a nightclub over in. Is it Financial District? But it's at the Standard, like the hotel.
I know what that is.
Yeah, so it's called Levain. It's French, Levain, Lebain. Okay. And like,
it's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's dancing all night. There's like a rooftop.
Wait, I would love to go.
It's so much fun. Yeah, so I want to do that. And then, yeah. So I want to, before we, like, close out, I want you to talk about, like, your latest single that you released and any other upcoming projects that you have.
Okay, so, my latest single release is called New Year, New Me. And, I released that January 3rd. And, I wrote the song in, like, 15 minutes. It was super quick, and it was the quickest song I've ever written. Literally about my ex from the show.
Oh my god, the show, y'all.
It's literally about him. Fuck him. Sorry.
Wait. Can I ask you a question about that?
What?
If you don't mind, you don't have to answer, but like, how long were y'all like dealing with each other?
It's like 2 months.
Okay.
It was like but it was so intense.
What was his sign?
An Aquarius. And I'm a Libra.
Oh, you're Libra, okay.
But, like, I don't know. Yeah, I have a history of being with Aquarians. I didn't realize it. But it was very intense.
Yeah.
So, it was, yeah, I don't, it just feels like a fever dream, honestly.
So you wrote that song about him? Or it was after?
It was after him. Okay. It's like, yeah, it was kind of like an FU.
Oh, my God.
It's an FU to him, like it's a New Year.
Does he know?
I texted him the song when I dropped it.
Oh my god. Okay.
He left me on red. I don't care though. I was just like, I'm sending this to you and then I'm blocking you.
Blocked.
I was like, I know regardless, you probably heard it.
Blocked.
But yeah, it's about him. But like, I also was just until my most recent relationship now. I've just dealt with like a certain type of man, and personality wise, it was like kind of like neglectful, like they don't have enough time, always asking for attention, because it's like a historical pattern of self-sabotage. And so like just now I have something healthy. So it took a while to even like want that for myself because it was so unfamiliar. I was like pushing away. I'm like, no, it's not right. Yeah. But I love it now. So it's like the hook says like new game plan, new job, new body to match my new mind. Like I started working out again, everything, because I was like depressed. I was like, new year, new me. This is how it's got to be. Like it's to save myself. I literally have to do it. So it's kind of like an anthem song. And I made that at Engine Room Audio with my friend Len. He's an engineer there. He's really good. He works with like Dave East. And yeah, I wrote it in like 15 minutes, recorded it under an hour. Wow. Yeah, it was because it just flowed really naturally, and it's one of my favorite songs I've ever done. It's so fun, and you can hear my influence in it. Like my biggest musical influence is Chris Brown. You can hear it easily in the song. And music coming up. I mean, I'm actively recording. I have a big catalog right now. I'm just like writing and recording and just like building my catalog and trying to see, like I want to drop an album in the future. I don't know how far away I want it. I know I want to drop like a small EP before that. Right. Because I've been writing really like emotionally vulnerable songs. So yeah, there's going to be music coming up before the end of the year. I just don't know the exact date. Okay. So stay tuned, everyone. Yes. She's coming for it all. Everything. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, guys, thank you for listening. This actually has been fun. I loved it. Yeah. I'm so happy you came. And she came early, y'all. Like, very early. I did not plan it. Every train is usually late every time I have to go anywhere. And it was all smooth sailing the whole morning. And I came early. And then tonight you have a show, right? Yeah. I have sound check at 3:30. on LES, and then I go on 9:30 to 10 to 30 minutes set.
And then do you have a show after, like any other upcoming shows or?
I mean, I know I'm gonna have something soon. I don't know when. It's just the show I had Saturday night at this venue called World Cafe in Philly. I've been trying to play it for like 4 years, and I finally got to play there. Sold the most tickets I ever sold ever. Like it was the first time I got booked to have my own show and like sell tickets. And it's the first time I made my first like band. I was like, congrats. From a show, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's crazy. I got fans. Yeah. I was like, cause like I'm small scale. Like I'm technically like small scale, but like I have a core fan base actually in Philly. So I was like, shit, like people like really like me. So I was really focused on that show for the past 2 months because it was the first one that I threw myself. Yeah. So making sure it was a success and like all that. So I want to do another show like that, maybe in New York, honestly, because just the reaction I get from when I perform in New York is like crazy. I love it. Yay. So I would want to do it in New York. I like New York.
Okay, so she's coming back to New York, y'all. So stay tuned. And where can people find you on social media?
My @ is the same on all social medias. It's at THE_JANEL_ at _Janel_.
Yes. All right, y'all. And you already know my @ Tia Talks NYC. And this has been amazing. Thank you again. And we have so much more to do. But yeah, later, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey yo, what's good, bro? I walk in like, hey, good luck. Best believe I keep an ear to the streets and an eye for the freaks. Ain't no telling what been happening in the sheets. This show hot like the pot been cooking. Coming to your talks if you out here pushing. A&R fans and brands stay looking. You know who to call when you ready for a booking. Shorty bad, watch the way she walk.